Listen up, cluckheads.
You're listening to Whiskey and Whine
With Rooster and
The Madman, where we talk about common sense, current events,
the Constitution, and
morals, while comparing drinks of yesteryear to drinks of today.
so sit back, relax, leave us a comment.
Here comes Whiskey and Whine.
Welcome back, cluckheads. You know who we are. You know what we do. It's episode 10.
We've made it 10 clucking episodes.
10. I can't believe it.
And we haven't been suicided yet.
No, but I do check that Clinton body count page every single day after that last joke.
Who's this Rooster Madman guy?
It's me! I did notice Christopher Stein has been moved down the list in case anybody wants to know. So
they're making room for
they're
more.
Making room. They're making room
for more at the top.
But John McAfee is not on the list, so clearly they're
Obviously.
had nothing to do with it.
Absolutely not.
So,
well, you know who we are. You know what we do. So we have our two, I guess you can call them fine alcohols.
okay, this one's on me. I did the surprise. I picked the booze. It's Boones Farm Hawaiian.
No, it is Blue Hawaiian.
Okay. Blue Hawaiian. Great Elvis flick right there. Not really. None of his flicks were great.
And I will say this is very, very blue.
Yeah, it's
ectoplasm blue. Call it like it is.
Yeah, dude,
this looks like something that you would see like as a supernatural entity pass through a wall and let some type of like blue slime on it.
I was thinking Gargamel finally caught all those Smurfs and made some wine. Him and Azrael gonna kick back and have
This
a
is
little
100%
Smurf wine.
Smurf juice.
Yeah. So
Actually, no, I am wrong. So this is a flavored citrus wine, and look right here, contains 0% juice.
That's quality.
That
so
is.
Let's start off by looking at the bottle.
Okay,
I mean,
it's
glass.
glass.
It's glass. That's pretty awesome right there.
So that means that it's not, you can't just carry it to SeaWorld
Yeah, it's in the bottle's huge. It's what, 750 milliliters?
for $4.
Dude, it was under $4.
Okay. You know what? The Mad Hen has already pointed out that we need to
Oh,
twist
yeah,
it.
open it up, man. We'll do that. Oh, it's
No.
fine. Twist top. Don't cut yourself with that cap, though.
Didn't sound bad, although I'm
looks
kind of
sharp.
wondering if I'm going to get tetanus from this cap.
Yeah. So
Okay, so here's the sniff test. Oh my God.
pass it around.
That
pass it
literally
around.
smells like a blue snow cone. That is a blue snow cone.
Wow, it is. It's what's the other thing? It's Sonic, the coconut or the ocean water.
Ocean water slush.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's pour
Let's
it.
pour it. Who's making a grr? Dude, don't pour too much for me because I already know it's going to be crap.
Dude, this literally looks like heartburn in a glass.
It's blue heartburn. That's the.
Oh, yeah, the Mad Hen
That's
just
the
said it was
movie.
iridescent. I wonder if we turn the lights off if it'll glow like vanilla
know.
ice.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Stop.
Collaborate.
Pouring.
Stop pouring.
Hey, look at that. That's pretty nice. That's a good, a good camping hack. You
So
put a flashlight right to the bottle, and it glows the whole place
Yeah,
up.
so I know y'all can't see it yet. The Mad Hen just put the blue Hawaiian on her cell phone light, and it makes a really cool little like blue light. It really nice.
Sweet. Okay, so let's talk about our competitor. And believe it or not, this was on the top shelf. The Boones Farm was bottom shelf. There actually is a top shelf for these infused wines.
So was this in the sweet spot?
Yeah, I mean, it was the very.
Walk me through. Where was this whenever you were looking at the shelf?
So it took me a while to find it because I'm trying to find a good version of, say, Boones Farm or good competitor. So that's a lot harder than you think it is. Even the guy at the liquor store was like,
no, it's really not.
Seriously, dude. Anyways, so I found it. It's at the very top shelf. Not that sweet spot at eye level. Top shelf.
So it's trying to be hidden.
Yeah, this bottle was almost $15.
That is 3 times the amount, 4 times the
And
amount.
it's
of
also
Boones Farm.
750 milliliters. It's this really cool fancy bottle. You guys can't see it. It's got a lot of colors to it. It's Artisan Bay infusions, pomegranate, and rose flavored.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. When is the last time on a hot summer Texas evening did you pull up outside, you pour you a nice glass of wine and drink rose.
I've never had rose flavored wine, but I have had a tendency to look through. I think it was an old country song, "Rose Colored Glasses." Yeah, it was a bad song.
Yeah, it was a bad song.
Yeah,
that was
and I don't think it was meant for dudes.
It was a bad song, and I had the feeling that's probably going to be a bad wine.
The question I do have on this before we open it, it says wine based.
What the cluck is wine based?
I don't know, man. But the first ingredient does say wine, just doesn't say what kind of wine, and also no juice whatsoever.
So I want to make sure that I understand this. We're drinking 2 citrus based wines.
Yeah.
With no citrus juices.
Correct. That is correct. So here we go.
You see this night going well?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. We got a lot of great topics. All right, so here we go. Ooh, a double twist.
Guys, sounded good.
Yeah, Oh, you know what? I think I actually have to. Oh, you know what? I missed a spot. This one's got a fancy wrap that you're supposed to peel first.
Ah.
Oh, look at that. So much nicer.
That is very nice. It looks like
So
a big
much nicer.
Evian water bottle.
It's still the same cheap.
Just don't get tetanus.
So, all right, let's get
let's sniff. Let's sniff.
Okay. I'll let you start with a sniff. We'll pass it back. Or the Biden test.
This smells wrong. Something about this just smells wrong.
Maybe it's the rose, man.
Mad Hen says pomegranate cotton candy. I think you need to go get COVID tested because your sniffer's not working as well as Biden's.
No, I get the cotton candy hint. I definitely get the cotton. I don't
Okay,
get the
then I need to
pomegranate.
go. I need to go get
hint.
my sniffer tested because I did not.
It's a weird smell with cotton candy. It's not a good one. So let's pour it.
All
here.
right, let's do the pour test.
Oh, look at that! It's like a Zinfandel color.
Yes, Mad Hen, it does effervesce. Here and there.
Inside jokes Rooster doesn't know about. Oh, good thing I didn't have any booze in there yet, or we'd have been out like $1.25.
Okay. Well, you know who we are. You know what we do.
Well, look at it carbonate up, though, man.
Oh, yeah, it is actually bubbling really well.
That's pretty nice.
So you know who we are. You know what we do. Common sense, current events, the Constitution, and morals. They're
in there. They're in there.
So, going off some of the current event topics that have been posted, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Let's take a drink first, man.
Oh, we're going to take a drink of the Boones. Let's
Blue Hawaiian.
Blue Hawaiian. I'm curious about faces here.
As we're all watching each other see who's going to take the first sip.
It's like a Mexican standoff.
Holy crap, dude. It's a melted snow cone.
It is a melted snow cone.
Wow.
It just tastes like a snow cone.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I was expecting to, flat out, almost spit it on everybody.
This is 3.9%, and the other one is 5.5.
Yeah.
So
you know what? I am pleasantly surprised because I was expecting a complete train wreck. So,
all right,
you can hear the studio stuff going on.
Yeah, you might hear some studio stuff going on in the background.
So that's all free today, guys. All right, so our first topic we're going to talk about is obviously good old Joe Biden.
All right, your timer started.
So, or as I'm going to call him, good old Kim Jong Biden, the way he's been acting lately, as our glorious leader.
With our task force.
Yeah, so he's got
our Second Amendment task force.
Yeah, he's got the Second Amendment task force. It's for gun violence kind of deal. So, he's going to go to these 5 major cities. And these 5 major cities are the examples of where the violence is at its worst. And believe it or not, violence is at its worst in history right now in these 5 cities. I find it comical that these same 5 cities are all blue cities, and they've been run by Democrats for like 50 years.
Yeah, but don't they also have the strictest gun laws, period?
They do. So it's really, really kind of weird how that works out. And it
reminds me of the war on drugs.
Yeah, well, that was money well spent. Right?
Yeah, how well did that work out?
That worked out great.
That worked out great.
So, it's I don't know. I mean, you think these cities would be, completely lawful utopias where everybody's sitting around doing a Summer of Love Kumbaya fest or something, but no, they're not. They're shooting each other at record numbers. It's crazy. Everything is up. All violent crime is up.
Well, in just Portland, didn't the numbers come out and it was like violent crime was up 533%?
Yeah, it's It's all insane.
And in that one of the cities that he's planning on going to visit?
I don't know if that one made it. I think it was like San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, or was it DC, Baltimore, maybe?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're starting with the 5, but there's like a list of like 38 cities that they want to try to expand to. So it's all a train wreck as far as it goes. And he's really just doing his one-trick Joe Pony kind of thing that he's always done. It's like, assault rifles are banned. Assault rifles are bad. That's the bane of existence, assault rifles. When nobody in his administration can actually define what they think an assault rifle is.
I was about to say, some of the stuff that's going on with the task force, they're wanting to do background checks more thoroughly, which last time I checked,
it's really weird that we have those background checks now, and we're doing it.
Yeah.
So there's background checks. I don't understand, again, the assault rifle thing. People love them. People hate them. People are scared of them. I get that. But we have years and years, and we're talking decades of historical fact and data to show assault rifles, these weapons that everybody's scared of that he wants to get rid of, they're not the problem, man. It's all these pocket carry guns and stuff like that.
They're not the problem. And to go even a step further than that, the majority of the stuff that they're saying are assault rifles are just hunting rifles with a black stock.
Yeah, they're just more ergonomic. I mean, that's like
really
anything else. But the one thing I did notice that he did not mention is how he planned on disarming criminals. All about how we go through background checks and keeping it out of get rid of guns that law-abiding people have. But where was the actual going out, rounding them up, disarming the criminal element?
That's a good question. I think that we'll have to circle back around to that.
Oh, thank you for that one. I appreciate that. We're at a White House press conference, everyone. We're going to circle back.
That's a good question.
But this thing just kept getting worse, and I know we're going to go a little over on time, so I apologize because I might go in a rant. I don't know. I'm going to try to keep it cool. So he goes on to this next part, which was really infuriating for me, and he basically, I'm just going to quote him because he just kind of went way cuckoo on this one, and this is where the Kim Jong
even more cuckoo than
this is where the totalitarian state kind of thing came in. So I quote as Joe Biden, "Well, the tree of liberty is not watered with the blood of patriots. What's happened is that there's never been. If you think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons." End quote.
Yeah. Well, first off, one important thing that he left out of that quote that he pretty much roosterdized from Thomas Jefferson is that he left out the word tyrants.
He did leave out the word tyrants.
The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants.
But the cojones on this dementia-ridden guy. I mean, just think about it. So now he's mocking Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers, and this quote was directly tied to the Second Amendment. So we know what our founding fathers meant by this constitutional amendment.
So now, we might not have F-15s and nukes, but did you know that according to the Second Amendment, it is still completely lawful to own a cannon?
Oh, no, he said it's not.
No, it is.
Oh,
I know that he said it's not. You can legally own a cannon because it's black powder and smooth bore. It's not considered a firearm. Now, on top of that, you can also own a minigun as long as it's gravity fed or belt fed. And then my personal favorite, the flamethrower.
I'll get one of those.
Have you ever woke up in the morning and be like, man, I really wish I could catch that guy on fire, but he's just way over there. I need something that could just launch flames over at him.
Well, help me understand. So he's basically saying you don't need weapons to take on the government because the government will basically whoop you with everything it has. They're going to bomb us. They're going to nuke us. They got all this cool stuff, right?
That's what he was insinuating.
So he says you can't take the government. It's impossible, so don't try.
Well, we can.
But at the same time, aren't all the leftists screaming about January 6th being the darkest day in our history where a bunch of unarmed people walked through velvet ropes into a Capitol building and almost took over the entire government?
Without firing a shot?
Yeah, no weapons.
You know what I think that we need? I think that we need to get our cannons, our miniguns, our flamethrowers. We need to start regulating. Mount up. All right, our timer just went off.
All right. Well, one quick follow-up on that last one, and then we'll get into the next drink here. Is unrelated. The sale of F-15s is going through the roof.
I'll check my Amazon Prime and see if my.
I'm holding out for the M1 Abrams tank because I got a little history with the tanks.
I'll check my Amazon Prime and see if my depleted uranium came in, so I can start working on that.
I think you missed the Prime Day sale, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
You still get free shipping.
I'll get free shipping. Yeah.
Cool.
And I can still watch my Prime Video, so I'm waiting for it.
That is true. So I'm going to go back and have another drink of this Blue Hawaiian.
I finished mine. This is the first time.
I was ranting, so I'm going to finish mine real quick.
You did get on the Rooster soapbox on that one. Presented by Gifted Chicken. For all your beard, bath, and body needs.
Again, this is not the train wreck I thought it was going to be.
It's not. This is the first time that
I was expecting night train wreck.
Yeah, I was expecting like Kentucky Deluxe wreck or Woodridge. This has been the first time that we finished an entire cup of the.
You know what? I like it.
We'll come back to it.
I mean, for under $4, huge bottle. It's tasty. I'm sure my teeth are blue. My tongue is blue.
Been making out with Smurfette over there.
Whatever, kind of deal.
Oh, Matt Hen's tongue is blue.
Yeah, it is blue. It is blue. Look at that. Cool.
All right. Well, let's take a sip of this.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the Artisan Bay.
All right, everybody's kind of looking at each other again. We're all seeing.
See who's gonna take that.
I'll go first.
I don't like the smell, dude.
I do not like the smell.
I don't like the smell. Mm-mm. I don't like the taste either. Dude, it's freaking weird. There's a reason nobody makes rose wine.
This, you know what this is? Prickly on the inside.
It's prickly on the inside, dude.
This is bad.
It's not. It's not good, man. I've had better Bartles and James back in the 80s.
Some good old Ernest and Giulio Gallo, baby.
Yeah, they still, you know what? I think.
So the Mad Hen
you mentioned the Ernest and Giulio Gallo. They
Pink
make
would be okay.
Boone's Farm.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Look at the back of the bottle.
Hold on here. Where do you see that?
E&J Gallo.
Huh. Son of a clucker.
Yeah. Who makes
who makes the other one?
Who makes this other one? Venom International.
So we're drinking poison.
I think so.
So once again, we're saving America.
It's from South Africa.
So once again, we're saving America one liver at a time.
One liver at a time.
I can just see this now, like 20 years in the future. I'm sitting there with the doc, and he goes, "Well, Madman, your kidneys are failing from all those years of trying bad alcohol. The only thing that's left is a kidney replacement."
I say skip it. Just come sit over, pull a chair with me at the dialysis machine, and we'll record another episode.
We're just going to watch this thing go down in flames.
We're just going to go, man. Let's not limp through this thing. Let's just put it right in the ground.
All right.
Go big or go home.
So our next topic. What is this?
So the next topic is
Loudoun.
Virginia. I need everyone to listen to this and pay attention. This is Loudoun County, Virginia, school board versus everyone. Sorry, he just took a big drink. So while he's dying over there, so the topic for them is the critical race theory. The show must go on, Madman. So you go die alone.
We're good.
So they're having a school board meeting, and they're talking about the critical race theory that they're going to put on all the students. Hundreds of parents signed up to speak at this school board meeting.
Oh, was this the one that had almost 300 people sign up for the public speaking?
Like, I want to say one number I wrote was like 290, but most people are just reporting it as the hundreds. So anyways, so they got through less than half the people, of course, because the first people, that got to speak, they all had the same message. Critical race theory is, in fact, racist. Don't teach it to our children.
Didn't they even have like a previous senator from that area?
They did. They had one of the Republican senators, and he spoke to it, and his speech actually gained a lot of applause. Well, the applause apparently ticked off the school board, so the school board immediately, as they're calling for the next person to come up to this podium to speak, the school board member calls for a vote to end all public discussion during this meeting. They've just decided the public does no longer apply when it comes to these school board roles in these meetings and these decisions.
So this was an organized meeting?
Correct. An open.
And it was an open
to the public.
Open to the public.
Yeah.
So how is this not a direct violation of the First Amendment?
I don't know. Maybe being Virginia and they're actually considered a commonwealth instead of what we normally call a state. I'm not sure how it is, but everything about it screams unconstitutional. You can't just decide that a meeting is open but it's closed to the public at the same time. During the meeting while it's happening because you don't like the way it's going because you're in charge and what you say goes. You're the executive branch in this one, so hell with the people.
But that literally everything that you just described.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still trying to die from the rose wine.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful face.
It's not good.
Everything that you just brought up is literally a direct violation of the First Amendment.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. It is a direct violation of the First Amendment.
And it just keeps getting worse. So they decide they don't want
to. Worse?
Yeah, so they decide they don't want to have anybody speaking. And then all of a sudden, they decide that people need to leave. So they bring in the police.
That's right.
Yeah, so the police come in, and it just goes south. Not goes in south as anybody was violent or anything like that. They were actually all pretty patriotic and just trying to hold to their rights. So the police show up, and the guy gets on the PA speaker. The officer in charge, I don't know his name, I apologize. He gets on the PA speaker, and he announces to the hundreds of people that this is now considered an unlawful assembly, and they need to leave. So apparently the school board, in deciding that we don't talk to the public anymore, that we voted that out, that means this peaceful assembly is no longer allowed under law.
So, question for you. If this order was given to the police, and considering that the police have to at least know the Constitution and the law respect, shouldn't one of the police officers stood up and said, "Hey, Commissioner, Captain, whoever, you can't enforce this because it is a direct violation of the Constitution"? Because now all those people that got arrested, they can turn around and sue.
Yeah, if I was still in law enforcement and I was in this particular area where this happened at, it would have been those weird situations. I'd been facing getting terminated because I would have refused the order. I'm like, we cannot violate these people's constitutional rights on a whim because the school board doesn't like that they don't want to teach critical race theory. That's not at all how this stuff works.
No, if it's an open meeting, and you are allowing the public to come in to give their opinion on it. I mean, the beautiful thing about the freedom of speech is I can say whatever I like. You don't have to agree with it, but you can't shut me up about it. Well, you can say whatever you like, and I don't have to agree with it, but I can't shut you up about it.
Yeah, freedom's a beautiful thing, but they tackled a guy, took him to the ground, arrested him, tried to explain to him since the meeting was technically over because they called it that it was certainly...
Wait, I know why I know this name. This is the same school board that fired the teacher because he wouldn't use pronouns, and it made it all the way up to the federal courts.
Yeah, so it did. We won't get into that one because we kind of missed the window on current topics. That what happened a couple weeks back.
That's why I recognize the name. Oh, our timer just went off.
So, but just one last bit on that one. So, to quote the judge on that case that you brought up, the 20th Circuit judge quoted, "It's an unconstitutional action which has silenced others from speaking publicly on the issue." To me, that says everything.
I'm sorry.
Judge is telling
Could you repeat that again for the people in the back? Or the people in the administration?
It's an unconstitutional action which has silenced others from speaking publicly on the issue. So basically, when you fire and you harass somebody, everyone's afraid to speak up. And that's exactly what happened. So it's clearly against the First Amendment, but he got reinstated. And, of course, they're appealing it. But I'll leave it alone because I know our time ran out.
All right. So I think that we all voiced our thoughts on...
Oh, that's horrible.
It is absolutely horrible. I mean, there's no going back.
I'll put the cap back on that bottle.
There's no going back.
Is there anything left?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot left.
There's a lot left.
So if anybody would like to come to the studio and have some South African wine that tastes like an elephant's butthole. Sorry, I didn't know any. I couldn't think of another African animal other than besides. So,
all right. So now we're back over onto the Boones. Let's take a sip of this.
Yeah, I like the Boones, man. You put this in a slushy, dude, and this is awesome.
I can't disagree with anything that you
I want to open a snow cone stand and
do
use nothing but Boones for the flavor. Let me get a blue Hawaiian snow cone. I'm gonna need to see your ID there, buddy.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. See this? This says that you're still under 21. Yeah, but I really like a blue Hawaiian.
Yeah, you know who won't come to a adults-only snow cone stand? Joe Biden.
It just doesn't smell right.
He's at the other kind.
It just doesn't smell right.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of this administration, last topic that was a follow-up.
It already hurts.
Kamala Harris
It hurts us.
and the border. Our borders are. She's our borders are. You know what? I know how much you secretly love Kamala Harris. I'm pretty sure that you have her face embroidered on your pillow.
Yeah, let's get this timer going. So
I'm going to let this timer go and go.
91 mother clucking days. And she has not been to the mother clucking border. So, way to go, the borders are. Doing a great job.
You know where else I bet she's ever been?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
So I digress. Anyways, so... But the funniest thing is now that Trump has said he was going, we covered that on the last one, and he's going on the 30th with Governor Abbott. Of course, Harris decided that she's going to go to El Paso on Friday, which is this coming Friday.
Somebody called that.
You did
on
call
the
that.
show
It was
last
called.
week.
That is
I
correct.
verbatim said, so what do you want to bet that because now Trump's going to the border with Abbott, that this is going to push her hand and that she's going to have to try to beat him?
That was his whole point. He's even taking credit for this. You know, he's out there laughing, taking credit that he forced her into this situation.
You know what would be funny? It'd be really funny is if, since she's supposed to be in El Paso tomorrow, if somehow Trump got to like McAllen tomorrow morning.
That would be pretty good. I don't think he's going to do it, but that would be pretty dang good. Or he goes to El Paso and has a bigger rally. So, anyway, so that's where we're going to get, where this is all going to be. But the most alarming thing about this chick is, again, she just sucks at her job, man. Maybe personally she's a great person. I don't know. But nothing I've seen from her is sufficient to be vice president of the United States. And with the really, really scary part is she's going to be president before this term is over. I promise.
I would tend to agree, especially considering some of the I don't want to say he's got dementia. I will say that he has some brain fog whenever he's speaking.
Yeah, dude, he's got a lot of brain fog. He goes off on it's the thing, and we got to do the things.
Come on, man.
Assault rifles, and come on, man, the thing. It's just it's bad. So I don't think he's going to make it through it, and I don't wish any ill will on anybody or any obviously stuff like that. But let's just be honest, he's not going to make it. We all knew this when he was placed as the president of the United States.
He won the majority of the vote. He wasn't just placed. Was it?
Did he?
Did he really?
Did he?
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I do want to bring up about our borders are going to El Paso is that only 3% of the border crossings happen in El Paso. This isn't like McAllen. This isn't like some of the dangerous spots. This is 3% of the crossings. And considering that Juarez is right across the border, and we have a bunch of people that cross to come over and work in El Paso on work visas, it's pretty much an open border right there.
Yeah, it's the easiest border in Texas.
So she literally is going to the safest, most secure spot on the entire mother-clucking border.
Well, she's going to be future president, so we don't want her to be in a dangerous situation. And
I don't know. Maybe she should go see a play. I'm just kidding. Please don't put me on. Please don't put my name on the. Please don't put me on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I still check that page every day. If I haven't mentioned that before.
It's me.
It's me.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. And I was never really pro-Trump, but the things that he did that I liked, I applauded him for. The things that he did that I didn't, I bashed him for. And the things that Biden has done since we've started the show that he's done that were good, we've applauded him for.
Yeah.
And the things that he's done that has been absolutely ridiculous, we've slammed him for. Unfortunately, he just does a lot more ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, he does. Again, the biggest defensive thing he did for this week was just the trampling of a founding fathers quote in our Constitution. But it kind of goes back to his whole "we the people" as "we the government" when he did his first speech as president.
Somebody deaf, dumb, and blind could be a better vice president.
She needs to do better. I mean, this is just ridiculous at this point. She's not good at her job, and she's going to be president. But remember, she was only picked as vice president. Never mind.
You know what?
Everybody knows.
Oh, our timer just went off. Here we are, episode 10. And for the first time in the 10 episodes, my vote goes to the bottom shelf.
Dude, I am completely shocked, Madman. I have never, ever expected in a million years that our bottom of the barrel, one of the least expensive drinks we have ever purchased for this show, would be the best.
Now, granted, it's got enough sugar in it that I'm pretty sure I just got the diabetes.
Yeah, I've got an appointment to lose a foot tomorrow. So I'll miss that border visit.
It actually it was just better. It was just better.
Yeah, they should sell this at Sonic.
Sonic after hours. Adults only after 9 p.m. It's not a drive up anymore, baby.
Would you like some chili cheese fries with that?
That's a nice foot long cheese coney you got there.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. Is any of the bottle left?
No, the bottle's gone.
Dang it.
We actually drank all of the.
Well, I don't want any more of the other one. I'll tell you that.
You know what? There is somebody that's up here in the studio that's setting up their drums. I'm pretty sure we could probably try to give this to.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. It's a good call. So,
we made it through episode 10.
10, man. It's been fun.
It's been a mother clucking experience.
Mother clucking experience.
So we'd like to thank everybody that's been listening. A special shout out to our sponsors.
Deep Dallas Radio, specifically Locked and Loaded, but not just Locked and Loaded, Deep Dallas. Check those guys out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Deep Dallas, they do a great job bringing up local artists, just to give them some time to get aired and people kind of see who they are, what they do. Our buddy DJ Shane Guns, the Overlord himself.
The Overlord.
Every Saturday, 1 to 5, but you can catch us at 4 p.m.
You know what? I really do think that as good as that tasted, that's probably too good for the Overlord's Dungeon.
Yeah, I was going to say either way we were going to go with this deal. It's like summer in a bottle. So, I mean, it's not at all like what you would find in the Overlord's Dungeon. But now I'm thinking maybe the Artisan Bay, you might find that one in there.
You pull up to the Overlord's Dungeon. You got some Barry White playing in the background, some Steel Reserve on ice. Some nice little Artisan Bay chilling right there waiting for you.
It's hot.
100% all natural coconut dungeon oil sitting there just ready to go,
Just
baby.
remember, it's hot. It's uncomfortable. It tastes bad.
It's prickly on the inside.
Prickly on the inside, and all you can think about is, what on earth is that dungeon oil for?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know.
So, who's not going to be sponsored on this show ever? Is the Yulin Dog Meat Festival they're having in China.
Oh, my God.
I hope I pronounced that right. You know what? I don't care if I pronounce it right because it's horrible.
I can't believe this thing's still going on. Wasn't there like a huge protest to it like 2 years ago?
No, that's a protest for the world, but China doesn't care what the rest of the world thinks. So that's kind of where that is in there. Yeah, it's this festival has got to be like the purge for pets,
But don't they actually kill the pet in front of you and like cook it in front of you?
Yeah, and then everybody eats it.
That's just messed up, man.
Yeah, it's messed up.
But then again, this is coming from a place that literally injects bats with coronavirus, and like stuff like Tiananmen Square doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't.
So apparently, it's June 21st. The China rescued 180 pets so far. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, so we will never have them as a sponsor on our show.
No, we won't. We won't. It's horrible.
But there is a local-owned business that we will have as a sponsor.
Yeah, they're a stand-up business. GiftedChicken.com, home to all your beard, bath, and body care needs. Veteran-owned and operated right here in North Texas.
Now, that's not slamming any other part of Texas.
No, the rest of Texas is great. I'm very fond of West Texas.
But it just happens to be that Gifted Chicken is.
It's in North Texas. That's where we reside. And we still don't know where ERCOT is, but a little fun joke on that. So that's it. You know who you are. You've been listening to Whine.
Remember,
in a world full of chickens, we are Rooster.